Long shipping times. Ugh. The biggest hassle and probably the biggest problem of dropshipping, especially right now. Chargebacks, unhappy customers, limited scaling possibilities are all problems that come from it. But how can you get around these long constraining times and provide much faster shipping and even have up to 2 to 15 days shipping to the US and to other different countries? That's what we're going to be covering in this video. This was a highly demanded topic by you guys in the previous video, so that's what I'm covering in this video right now, so I'm giving it to you. So sadly, the god almighty ePacket isn't the same as it used to be. I mean, it was goated, to say the least. Now with the COVID situation, ePacket has really taken a hit. It used to be very trustworthy and reliable, but nowadays not so much. So as we are dropshippers, we're in e-commerce, we always have to be on the go, we always have to be adapting, so we have to look out for alternatives. So I'll be sharing lots of different free and also paid solutions to see whatever fits your solution best. I recommend you take a look at and evaluate your situation individually and see which of these rates, different suppliers, and different fulfillment methods fit your needs the best. But first, let's talk about your unique situation so you have a better understanding where you fall under these criteria and which fulfillment method is the best option for you. So you're either the following: A, swimming in a pond with 0 to 20 orders on a daily basis; B, swimming in a lake with 20 plus orders per day; or C, you're swimming in a gigantic ocean with at least 100 plus orders per day. So that's up to you. And therefore, depending on this factor alone, your order quantity on a daily basis, you have to evaluate which shipping and fulfillment method makes the most sense for you. Now, to start things off on the very first point, I do recommend looking into products as of right now with a little bit more higher profit margins. So I tend to choose products that are on the very lowest side, $25 that I can sell. Better so if they're like $40 splits, because that gives you a much better range to have a higher pricing strategy and to give a little bit more room for also the shipping costs so that you can make your customers happier with quicker shipping times. So do look into higher ticketed product. Yes, they will take a little bit more while testing and evaluating, finding the right ad creative, finding the right audiences for the product, but as a whole, it will be a lot worth it. And it also gives you a higher perceived value of your product if the product is obviously of good quality, has good images, and is actually a good product. So let's start off with you pond swimmers. So you're getting between 0 and 20 orders per day, sales here, there, but you're not on a super consistent basis. Now, probably the best solution would be to go with a dropshipping agent, but not just yet. Not for you at least. Because a lot of dropshipping agents, they wouldn't really accept you unless you're getting less than 20 orders per day, because the fact is they have a lot bigger and better clients that they have to prioritize because obviously they're getting a lot more money through them. It just makes sense. Let's say you would have a customer that is spending $300-400 on your store, or just one that spends $30. You'd obviously prioritize the higher spending client. And same applies to dropshipping agents. They're gonna focus on bigger fishes, bigger clients that bring them a lot more business. So usually you won't really be able to get a dropshipping agent if you're not at least averaging 20 plus orders per day. So what are your alternatives? So here are your two options. Number one, AliExpress, and number two, CJ Dropshipping. I know, fairly common, fairly basic, but truth be told, those are probably just your best options when you are starting off. They have the biggest amount of inventory and you don't need any minimum order quantity to get started, as AliExpress will probably be your best bet when starting off. Number one, due to the sheer factor and volume of different and new products up and coming and different suppliers that are offering you different shipping methods. So if you find a product that you would like to start selling, go through every single listing, every single supplier, contact them each individually. It will make sense. It will be the time worth spent, and see which of them just have the best and fastest shipping options. Some of them have even really cheap and fast shipping alternatives. Some of the seller shipping methods are fast and reliable, but that obviously varies from supplier to supplier. But the best shipping method as of right now is going to be Express. They're just the quickest, the most reliable as of right now. So if he has it, great. And some suppliers even have US fulfillment centers, so they could even offer 1 to 15 days or 4 to 13 days, which is obviously fantastic, but not every single product or supplier will be able to offer this. And if you can't find any faster supplier and your product still takes 3 to 4 weeks, here's what I would. From my experience, you can very easily combat this problem by being very transparent with, number one, your shipping times, just mentioning it on a separate shipping page, and also following up and maintaining constant communication with your customers through different email flows that I prefer using through Klaviyo. Here's how I would set them up. Number one, after 12 to 14 days, you would send them an email with the header. Just has to be short and simple. Your order order will be arriving soon. And then after that has been sent out, wait another 7 to 8 to 9 days, depending obviously how fast your shipping is. If it's 3 weeks, you can do it quicker. If it's 4 weeks, you have to wait a little bit longer. Then you can address it the following way. Order arriving within the next few days could be a header. And then you just want to make sure that you keep in touch. Just a short, simple message again to make sure that they're not scammed. You know, just explain why the delays are happening. You can still use the COVID-19 situation as an excuse. You would say, okay, we're still facing logistical problems, or we're facing high demands, so please do allow an additional week or 2 delay. We're very, very sorry for this inconvenience. You can maybe offer them another 10% discount for their situation, so for future purposes, and you never know, they might end up purchasing. So my best bet is just stay clear, communicate with them very, very clearly, be transparent about your shipping times, make sure everything is set up correctly on Facebook, and just set up a simple email flow. Believe me, it will work wonders and you will be receiving a lot less emails. Where's my order? I haven't received it. You guys are scammers. Definitely will save you a lot of headaches. Now let's move on to option 2, CJ Dropshipping. If you guys aren't familiar with CJ Dropshipping, it's a great alternative source to AliExpress. They often have a decent variety of products, still nothing close to AliExpress, but they do have fantastic customer support. And if you do ask and inquire for them to import a product, they often do. So, you know, if you really want a product there, you can ask kindly for it, and you never know, they might just do it. And there's actually a high chance for it. Let's take a look at CJ Dropshipping real quick. Now, this is just a quick tutorial. You can just type in any different product. Let's just take a look at like the tooth cleaner of product that I mentioned a few videos ago. It's really popping off right now. Let me know, maybe I should do a little challenge with that product. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. So loading up real quick, and here you go. You got 3 different listings, 3 different products. They are vastly different, but let's take a look at this one. This one's the most similar to the previous product, and you have multiple different quantities. You can buy both of them. You can buy either the pink or the cyan colored one, or you can buy 2 at once. So this one, and here you can see the shipping cost calculated to the US, and you have lots of these different shipping methods. So you got CJ Packet, that's the primarily good shipping method. It's fairly consistent, but in the previous months it has been fluctuating every now and then due to the high demand. A lot of people have been switching over to CJ Dropshipping, and obviously COVID had us all backed up, but it's still a fairly decent solution. So therefore, again, we probably have to look into higher tier priced products, because $8.89 is quite hefty for a shipping cost. But if you can make it work with your product costs and it is similar to the pricing of AliExpress, then you can definitely make it work. So here, just have a browse for yourself, and if you can find your product on CJ Dropshipping, it is great. So to give you guys a quick summary, CJ Dropshipping, similar to AliExpress, very nice, very good if they have your product. So definitely an alternative to keep your eyes out for. Now let's talk about a few more alternative methods that I don't really see a lot of other people talking about. These are 3 different alternative sources and great methods that are similar to the previous 2, or more so similar to Oberlo, to be honest, and they're pretty decent. They have very good reputation. They're very trustworthy. A few of my students have worked with them in the past, and the shipping times are usually quite good. Let's start off with number 1 from these other 3, Source Inbox. Now the gist and concept of Source Inbox is fairly similar to Oberlo and TopDS or other fulfillment apps, where you have basically a variety of products, and obviously it's not going to be the same amount of AliExpress, but you can just fairly simply import them through the import list. You install the Chrome extension and just import it as easy as it would be. Now they do offer some very good shipping times on a few of these products. Okay, this one's 20 to 30. Like here we could see here they offer Union Express, so that's pretty decent. And we can take a look at a few more products like this one. Here again, you got lots of different alternatives, like CNE is a fairly quick fulfillment method. 6 to 10 days to the US is fantastic. So again, same solution, same scenario here. If you can find a product that works well with your shipping costs and you can still get away with a very decent profit margin, look more towards higher tier price products. You know, this product costs us $2.86 with roughly $6 in shipping. We can easily sell it for $30-40. That's pretty decent. So if it works within your budget, you can find your product here. There's a good chance that you can find a lot faster shipping this way, so definitely worth checking out. Let's move on to the next one. Oh yeah, and it's free. Forgot to mention that. So a great alternative to test out when starting. Another alternative, Udropy, similar concept to the previous one. It just offers a lot more different features, and it has a few paid plans that we will get to in right a second. There are lots of different features and benefits they offer. Find thousands of hot products to sell, request new product, one-click product and SKUs import to your store, one-click management and fulfillment, automated invoices, refunds, e-com manager, fast shipping to 195 countries, and fast track shipping. So great alternatives, everything that we're looking out for. And so here are the main benefits of the 4 different plans that they offer. Free one for one store. You can import 10 products, so that should definitely be good to start things off. Traction would be probably the best option to go with. You can import a limited amount of products, one store, you got a live chat agent, 8 product requests per month, so that's pretty good. And probably Pro is going to be your best bet if you're actually getting sustainable orders, maybe at least like 10 per day. I think it's definitely already worth looking into this because you got a lot of different great benefits to have. So like the virtual warehouse is great, fulfillment agreement, white label products, phone support, and an e-com manager. Not entirely sure what that is, but might be quite good. I think they just help you out with scaling your business and stuff like that. But definitely a few great plans to look into if you're willing to invest a little bit more. So definitely very good one. They also have a similar concept of a product catalog where you can also request and import different products. So we found a fantastic product that has been selling very great this summer. This small little fan necklace type thing. So it's fantastic. Here you get the fulfillment method of Express, 10 to 15 working days, which is great. And the shipping cost is going to be better, but the product costs are fairly low. So you can definitely get away with decent product margins. Option 3, and probably the fastest fulfillment method from these 3 different options, is going to be Spocket. Now, Spocket is definitely an interesting method. They have fantastic shipping rates, sometimes even from 4 to 7 days, 1 to 3 days. You'll have some 8 to 14 days because they have a lot of different warehouses within the US and different ones in the EU, but you don't even have close to the same variety as you would have with different products. So if you can find a niche that works well and you have products here, so it's going to be probably predominantly different accessories, different products for like clothing. So it's going to be a great store to integrate with Pinterest, I'd say, because a lot of these products are very Pinteresty, if I might say. And just while browsing these products, looks like basically a Pinterest catalog. So they're probably not going to have the typical AliExpress dropshipping product. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but if you find a product that works well here and you're selling it well, you can definitely have very fast fulfillment. So that was a quick and simple run through these 3 different options. So if it fits your needs, definitely give it a look and just browse on it on your own terms. I recommend the first 2 are fairly decent, but definitely Source and Box and Udroppy are very good options to look into. Now, if you're swimming in the lake with the boys, you're getting 20+ orders per day, congratulations, you've leveled up. And your best bet right now would be to look into getting a private dropshipping agent. How do you do that? And what does he do? We'll cover that right now. A dropshipping agent acts as a middleman between us and our store and our manufacturers, our suppliers in China. And the agent provides faster fulfillment times, cheaper rates per product, so you'll have probably better profit margins, can offer custom packaging, white labeling, and he also handles fulfillment. So pretty much you got all of that outsourced, which is a fantastic thing. But it's going to be very important that you do find a trustworthy dropshipping agent and you maintain very clear and good communication with it, preferably through Skype. The most of these agents will be able to offer you less than 2 weeks shipping, some even under 4 days. It really depends on where they have their warehouses situated and what rates they can provide for you. It varies from agent to agent. But with dropshipping agents, you will have to buy inventory in advance, build rapport, trust, constant communication, and make sure that you're always paying them correctly in advance so you never run into inventory issues. But that's definitely the best option to do at this stage. And it's definitely a must-do step to elevate your business and to maintain happy customers. How do you find these agents? Here are a few options. Number 1, Facebook groups. You have to be careful of these because sometimes you do get scammed with them, but if you can build good rapport and good trust and a guy does send you over a decent agent, there are a few good ones out there, but this one is probably one that you have to be careful and keep your eyes out for. So there are quite a few scammers in Facebook groups every now and then. Another option would be to go on a massive DM slide, hitting up lots of different AliExpress suppliers and also Alibaba suppliers and asking them if they have a trusted dropshipping agent they can refer you to, because oftentimes they do, because they sometimes prefer just working with a single guy that just has a trustworthy business and they've maintained and built a great business relationship. So that could be a great way to find it. And option number 3, Google. Google is and will be your best friend. A big tip from my side to your side, as an entrepreneur, you should try and start learning things on your own terms, doing your own research. It will definitely help you out then, instead of always asking other people to help you with these type of favors. Sure, me and other people like to help, but that is a key vital skill to acquire as an entrepreneur, to start learning and thinking on your own terms. Google will definitely help you out with this one. Lots of different dropshipping agents that can just be found through a few clicks and a Google search away. So definitely check it out and hit a bunch of them up and see which of them can offer you the best service rates. And if you're a big baller swimming in the ocean with 100+ orders per day, congratulations, you made it, you're balling. Well, maybe, it really depends on your profit margins, but there's a higher chance that no one with 100+ orders per day is really watching this. If so, thank you, but you probably already have your figure it out. And at this stage, you're probably doing custom packaging, white labeling, and branding your products, and you have just US or Europe warehouses, fulfillment centers, and the two best options to get really, really quick shipping in under 3, 4, 5 days are gonna be ShipBob and ShipMonk. So if you're at that stage, those are my 2 recommended options. So let's summarize it real quick. If you are averaging 0 to 20 orders per day, the best bet is AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping if they have the product. If you can go with Source and Box or UDropping, great, go ahead. And if you're swimming in the lake, 20 plus orders per day, go and acquire yourself a dropshipping agent. 100 plus orders per day in the ocean, you gotta go with US fulfillment centers or different warehouses where you're practically not dropshipping anymore. You're doing full-blown e-commerce at that stage. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did, show some love. Like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, it's free, or don't. It's really up to you, but I'd appreciate it. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.